Happy Saturday morning, y'all. Don't know where y'all at, but right now it is 5:16 a.m. here in St. Louis. Excuse the lines around my forehead, y'all. Had my do-rag on a little too tight. But yeah. What's up, what's up? We back at it again. And yeah, before we go ahead and jump into this one, man, I gotta get myself right. I had to get my cup of coffee, man. And you know, before I roll up and fire up, I had to, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? Good morning, good morning. You know, I got my coffee right, had to get my immunity shot. These are the best. These are, I'm telling y'all, take one of these every morning, you feel way better. So let me go ahead and knock this back before I roll up or even take a sip of my coffee. But yeah, we about to talk a little bit more about, you know, this whole EBT and food stamp shit, y'all. Take care of your health. Take care of your health before you do anything. So you getting ready for work? That's what's up. That's what's up. Go make that money. But first of all, let me say, thank you to everybody who's been, you know, supporting, who comment on the videos. Thank you. You know, thank you to the people that's not taking it offensive. Some of my questions, and believe me, I got a lot more to put out there. So there's just more to come. I got a lot more thought-provoking questions coming for y'all. And yes, so you make fresh ginger shots? That's what's up. I keep a refrigerator full of them. Like for real, I got a refrigerator full of them. I take one every day. I either take a ginger shot, or I take a turmeric shot, or a pineapple and ginger, or elderberry, or vitamin B, or vitamin C, all type. I take one every morning. And I'm gonna be honest with you, since I've been taking these shots every morning, I started last year, like I started last winter, I haven't gotten sick. But nothing besides allergies or, you know, sinuses flare up. I have not gotten sick, not a cold, flu, not nothing. And so I'm gonna keep taking these shits every day. But anyway, let's get back to it. We're gonna talk about this EBT shit. And hey, go ahead and do what you do, roll up, because I'm getting rolled up right now. I'm sorry, I'm old school. I still smoke out of Rellos. You know, a lot of people do papers and shit. I don't. But this whole EBT thing and people losing their goddamn minds over losing food stamps, the shit is ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous, man. And you got people out there complaining about, oh, Trump did this, Trump did that, the orange man took away my benefits. Like, man, look, if you only knew, you got way bigger problems than Trump. Like, for real, and look, Trump is the least of our worries in America. I'm being honest with y'all. There's way more bigger problems than that dude. You know, how many of y'all believe the world is a big fucking stage? If you know that much, if you have common sense, then you know there's problems beyond Donald Trump and food stamps. Bigger problems, like way bigger problems. There's just the shit they allowing y'all to fight over. It's food stamps. And then for all the ones who sitting up there probably, you know, talking about I'm cooning and I'm wrong for calling out these people on food stamps. Man, look, get the fuck out of here with that. I understand that, you know, people do need it. I understand that. Everybody knows that. Everybody need help sometime. But I understand people do need it. But if a lot of y'all can't see all the motherfuckers out there taking advantage of that shit, it's ridiculous. And then you have a lot of people on EBT up there saying that, you know, you got a lot of people up there saying that everybody on EBT, this is and this, and we do have jobs. Now, ain't nobody saying y'all motherfuckers on EBT ain't got no jobs. Ain't nobody saying that shit. We saying you motherfuckers is abusing the goddamn system. That's it. That is what we saying. Y'all are abusing the system. And if anybody can see that shit, for real, anybody can see that. You know, you got you motherfuckers on here admitting that y'all sell food stamps, admitting how y'all manipulate the system and getting what y'all doing. You got motherfuckers on here admitting that. And then you got motherfuckers online talking about how they don't want to work. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They'll never get off government assistance and all that shit. Man. And y'all wonder why they cracking down on the shit. Y'all wonder why they cracking down on it. I mean, for real. So, to be honest with you, I'm happy that they cracking down on the shit because I know people personally who's abusing the fucking system. You know, I know people personally who's abusing the fucking system, and that shit is ridiculous. Shit is ridiculous. You got women on, man, you got women who was on TikTok admitting that they sell their food stamps to cover this, cover that, cover this, cover that. Like, how dumb can you get? How dumb can you get? How fucking dumb can you get? You motherfuckers get out there admitting, oh, I sell my stamps, or I need my stamp, this and this. Think about this shit. Think about this shit. Think about how stupid y'all make yourselves look when they do that shit. Think how stupid they make themselves look getting online. Oh, this is and this. But your ass got $1,000 iPhone, and make this shit make sense. I'm not saying nobody deserves nothing nice. Everybody deserves nice shit, but you got to make it make sense. If you can afford to pay $1,500, $2,000 for a fucking iPhone and all the other shit, and I know people are making payments on it. A lot of people don't buy their phones right up front. We know how that shit go. A lot of people make payments on their phones and shit, but still, what I'm saying is, if you can do all that, if you got the extra money to do all that, then you should be able to feed your fucking self and not be able to depend on the government. If you have money to buy anything that's not a necessity, anything that's not a necessity, then guess what? You got money to buy food and feed yourself. For real. People need to quit trying to be a fucking government dependent. Like, why do people want to depend on the same government that they talk so much shit about? Don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those, people and all that shit. I'm not no government person. I'm not one of those who's, I'm put like this. I'm one of those people that take responsibility for his own self and his own actions. I don't depend on the government. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. And I damn sure ain't no fucking liberal. Oh shit, I'm me, damn it. I'm just a man who thinks for himself and don't allow government or political parties to dictate how I think and how I do things. But, a lot of people, that's one of the main reasons people still caught up in this shit. You got, everybody, it's the Republicans doing away with the food stamps. Then you got people who already know, shit, the reason a lot of you motherfuckers ain't get y'all food stamps is because the Democrats was holding y'all motherfuckers hostage. And I know that probably flew over a lot of people's heads. That probably flew over a lot of people's heads. You know what I'm saying? When the whole thing came and the whole food stamp thing started. Y'all really don't know. It was the Democrats holding, basically like using you government dependents as leverage. I'm just saying. Yep. Yes, I am that guy because I just want to know. I am that guy. If you want to think of it like that, think very highly of myself. But for a lot of people who don't know, it was for all y'all motherfuckers out there who was bitching about food stamps, just straight bitching about it. Oh, the government doing this. It was the Democrats holding y'all asses hostage. It was the Democrats using the people as leverage. What kind of shit is that? But a lot of y'all keep voting for these motherfuckers. And like I said, I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm not liberal. None of those shits. But I will tell you from everything I researched and read and, looked into, it was the fucking Democrats holding the people hostage, using the people as leverage for this whole food stamp shit. But you got all these people who act like they don't have a brain, just looking into, oh, damn it, Republicans and Trump this and Trump that. Man, wake up and smell the fucking coffee, you damn government dependents. Wake up and smell the fucking coffee. Wake up and smell the roses. Get a breath of fresh air. Because I told y'all, it's way more problems bigger than Donald Trump. And then y'all need to start really look at some shit. Like this coming from a black man, I don't care who, talking about, oh, you up there sound like you this and that. Man, look, I sound like I have a fucking brain and I know how to think for myself and I know how to look at what's in front of me. I know how to pay attention to what they don't want me to pay attention to. I know how to think outside the box, which I think all of us should be able to do that shit. That's common sense, being able to think outside the fucking box. I'm just saying, like for real. Like a lot of people so caught up in the shit Donald Trump doing. Y'all need to look at our country as a whole and countries outside of this motherfucker who don't like our country. Like it don't matter at this point to other countries. It don't matter if you're black or white. They don't like the U.S. period, which is fucked up. It ain't because of Donald Trump. And it ain't because of Donald Trump. That's what y'all need to fucking realize. They been not liking the fucking U.S. because of the history of what the U.S. done to other countries. And I'm sorry, shit, it is what it is. We all know our country, whether you're black or white, has a very dark past when it comes to a lot of shit. That's why I say, for all y'all get caught up in this whole Donald Trump is the super bad guy, take a look at every president before this man. It don't matter if they were a Republican or Democrat. Do you know how many people Obama deported? How many people Bill Clinton deported? Bush, Biden? Like, for real. Y'all know how many people, I know y'all remember the message Obama put out on, you know what I'm saying, when he was on TV talking about illegal immigration and all that other shit. But you have all this shit going on because the way Donald Trump is doing it is being publicized. Think about that shit. Think about this. How did this man go from basically America's favorite white guy, Mr. You're Fired, to everybody hate his ass? Well, not everybody, but I don't hate the man. I'm not a Trump supporter, and at the same time, I don't hate the man. But how did that shit happen? Think about that. Think about that. Think about that shit. A lot of people you too caught up in the left versus the right wing and all that shit. Birds of a feather flock together. Birds of a motherfucking feather flock together. Remember that shit. That's one thing you have to remember. And the thing is, what y'all should be saying, the questions that I'm gonna throw out here, a lot more. I got a lot more content coming for y'all. A lot more thought-provoking, uncomfortable questions. Some for black people, some for white people, a lot for everybody. So I have a lot more thought-provoking questions coming. But I just want people to think about that shit. You say, have we ever had a good president? Now, from what I've researched and read, and from what my own family used to tell me, grandmothers and shit, grandmothers, uncles, and all that other stuff, the only president that I think everybody liked as a whole, as far as America, wasn't even of my lifetime. And that was JFK. I wasn't born then, shit. Hell, I wasn't even thought of. But from what I heard, everything I read, everybody loved JFK. You say Ronald Reagan was awesome? Shit, bullshit. From what I heard, Ronald Reagan, amplified some shit. Put it like this, LBJ started fucking up some shit. LBJ fucked over white people too. And he even said how he did it. He fucked over white people and black people. That just goes to show you that the elites don't give a fuck what color you are. Because LBJ said how he fucked over the white people. And we all know how he fucked over black people with that civil rights shit. Well, a lot of people don't know that. But there it goes. LBJ said how he fucked over the white man, and at the same time, that civil rights movement fucked over black people. So that goes to show you right then and there, y'all, the elites don't give a damn if you're black or white, in my Michael Jackson voice. But for real, think about that shit. Think about it. So you have way more problems than Donald Trump. And think about everything that they tell us. Think about everything that they tell us is bad. Everything that they tell us is bad is probably the shit that's really good for us. As I just, like I said, I think outside the box when it comes to all of this. And y'all have to too. Think about this shit. Like, think about this. They used Obama to kill Gaddafi. That was one of the things that had to be done under Obama's regime. Get Gaddafi. But do y'all really know the real reasons why they got Gaddafi? Who really knows that shit? Or have people even looked into it? I mean, I have. And if you look into why our country went and got Gaddafi, you'd be like, damn, that's fucked up. But I'm not in politics. I'm not the elite. So I don't know. But then when you look at stuff when you look at shit from a little business standpoint, you be like, God damn, I see why, but damn, that's fucked all the way up. Because if you don't know, America is a fucking business, man. America is a motherfucking corporation. It's a business. And we are all expendable. We are all property, commodities, all that shit. For real. So, but they used Gaddafi to get, they used Obama to get Gaddafi because of what the good things that he was trying to do for his country. But the things that he was doing for his country, was a good thing, but it could have been detrimental to our country as a whole. So it's fucked up. It's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we have way bigger problems than Donald Trump. Because a lot of things other countries want to do could disrupt our economy, which is fucked up. And so the things that we have to do to stay in power, to stay number one, is horrendous. That's why I say a lot of y'all really be tripping off all this dumb shit and, Democrat versus Republican and the left wing versus the right wing and liberals in the middle. And man, we have way bigger fucking problems. And people tripping off EBT and all this other shit, you got way bigger problems. There's a lot of other shit that we got bigger problems that I won't never talk about here on the fucking line because I ain't stupid. But y'all need to really just take the blinders off when it comes to a lot of this shit. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this. Like when the whole Charlie Kirk situation happened. I want y'all to think about something. When the whole Charlie Kirk situation happened, it was so much bullshit going on. When the whole Charlie Kirk situation happened, I've never seen white people get divided as they have. Say, do I have EBT food stamps? No, I don't have EBT or food stamps. I don't qualify for that shit. Because of the job, the type of job I have, the career that I have, I make way too much fucking money. I work hard enough so I don't have to be on government assistance. And I know that some things are out of my control and things happen, but I try to make sure I don't have to depend on the government. So there's your answer. So I rather work hard enough. So I rather work my ass to the bone so I don't have to depend on them. But anyway, like, yeah, it's so much shit going on, y'all. So much shit going on, bigger than food stamps, bigger than Democrats, Republicans. Y'all better look at that shit. Look at that shit. And yes, and I'm gonna keep dropping videos of these people complaining about food stamps. I'm gonna keep doing that because until people realize, man, it's bigger problems than that. And then until people realize that food stamps was never made for your ass to live on forever. Then I don't think a lot of people even know the fucking history of that shit. But even back to what I was saying with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, because I kind of got off script for a minute. Look at what happened with the whole Charlie Kirk thing. When the whole Charlie Kirk thing happened, I never seen white people get as divided as they have with that shit. For real, it was crazy. I just sat back and watched the damn shit show because you had so many white people. Oh, you left this extreme, or you right extremist, and all people was blaming liberals. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy. I never seen it. Man, but I know black people are divided in this country. We go against each other, all the other bullshit. But when that Charlie Kirk situation happened, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like since Donald Trump has got in office, I've never seen as many white people divided in this country as I have seen in my 37 years of living. And that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I've never seen so much fucking division. And I'm not saying Donald Trump caused the division. I'm not saying that at all. The division was already there. The division was already there. It's just shit. When he got in office, shit, it just came out. That's all. It just came the fuck out. So, and people just really started showing who they are and really how they think about each other, which is crazy. Which is crazy. It's crazy that a motherfucker. So, start thinking, people. We got way bigger problems than fucking EBT and food stamps, and then to the people that's been on them and been abusing them. Don't get mad because Donald Trump cutting your shit off now. Don't get mad because he cutting your shit off now. If you've been on Section 8 for years and you get mad because you're about to get cut off, don't get mad now. My question would be, if you one of those people that's been on Section 8 for years or food stamps for years, what did you do with all that fucking money you could have been saving? What could you have done with all? Think about it. If you're on Section 8, that means they pay the majority of your fucking rent. If you get food stamps, you getting damn near probably, $600 to over $1,000 a month. And I know you're probably getting cash assistance and all the other shit. Put it like this. I know how the damn government program goes. So it's designed for you. It was designed for you to get back on your feet, a stepping stone. So my question would be to all the people who are complaining about losing their fucking food stamps or Section 8, what did you do with all that money you could have been saving? I'm being so serious. That is a legit question. I mean, I just want to know. Shit, then you have a lot of people who, who say, oh, people who making fun of people on food stamps. Nobody's making fun of anybody who's on food stamps. I'm simply calling out the people who are online bragging about how much they get, how they don't want to work. Some of them saying they will never get a job. Like, people get online bragging about this shit. Then they get online complaining when they lose it. Oh, where's my stamps? Oh, the orange man did this. The orange man did that. Oh, the damn government, you damn Republicans, you damn... It's stupid. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. You know what I'm saying? Then they make themselves look stupid. It's like people have no pride, no shame. They don't care about nothing. People take pride in being motherfucking a government dependent, and they get online bragging about this shit. Like really? I don't understand it. Like, where did it become cool to brag about being a government dependent? Because in today's day and age, in today's America, I don't care if you're black or white, the opportunity to make money is there. it's so much, it's so many things you can do to make money. And then you have to understand we are in the day and age of technology. It's either you go learn how to keep up with technology because that's where the money is at, or you go fade away. Either learn how to keep up with this shit or fade away. It's easy. You know, we are in the day and age of technology and social media. Right now, technology, so everything, you can make money. It's, if you have a smartphone, then you can find a way to make some money. I'm being so serious. Like, you have to just start thinking outside the box. Think of outside of the normal shit that you do. Do some shit that you never thought you would do, that you never thought you could do. You have, like, if you have a smartphone, if you got an iPhone, Samsung, whatever type of smartphone you got, making money is really right there at your fingertips. Like, it's once people just start thinking about little shit like that, think about people that, it's a lot of people that work from home with their phones. It's a lot of people that do all type of shit with their phones. The opportunity is there. You just have to really look and see what's there and pick something that works for you, because it's a lot of different ways you can make money. I'm not saying it's easy, but once you find out how to do it, it feels better to not have to depend on the government if you can help it. I believe only disabled people and veterans and people who are mentally ill should get food stamps, you know, for life, put it like that. Now, if you one of those, if you lost your job, shit happened, you know, I believe you should get them, but for a certain time. If you need Section 8, I believe you should get it if you need it, but for a certain time. It should be something meant to help you get back on your feet, not something meant for you to live off of. But if you're a veteran, disabled, or mentally ill, I believe you should get that for life. Not if you're able to work. If you're able to provide for yourself, you only should get that shit for a certain amount of time. It should only be used, if you're able to provide for yourself, it should only be used to help get you back on your feet, not to live off of for the rest of your life. Straight up. People think about this shit. Quit trying to be a fucking government dependent. Oh, they gonna give me this, they gonna give me that. No, cut that bullshit out. Cut that bullshit out. Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, you know, women, you know, single mothers, you know, pick yourselves up, put your big girl panties on, you know, stop fucking with all these deadbeat ass, you know, men, you know, and then I'm gonna be honest with you. In today's day and age, stop having kids you can't afford. For real, stop doing that shit. Stop having kids you can't afford. You know, people want big families and all that stuff. That's fine, ain't nothing wrong with that. But then when you crying about you can't afford this and you gotta go to the government, this and that, like, you gotta make better decisions. Like, we already know, we stay in pretty much the most expensive country. Well, not the most expensive country, but one of the most expensive countries in the world, because it's some other countries, put it like this. Shit. Couldn't everybody that's on food stamps, your ass, you wouldn't survive in places like Dubai and shit, you know. It's super expensive as fuck, you know, to live there. But I mean, don't get me wrong, like, other shit costs, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Like, people that's on food stamps, man, you go to these expensive places to live, like, you go to places like Morocco and shit, you know, where your ass you wouldn't survive. You wouldn't survive. Go to other places where people are where people don't get food stamps. Like, man, people sleep in houses with dirt floors in other countries. Yeah. I bet you motherfuckers would appreciate them damn food stamps and wouldn't be abusing that shit if your ass, you know, was living like real poor people in other countries. I bet you'd be like, fuck that, I'm gonna use it to go ahead and get where I need to be, because fuck that, I can't live like that. Instead of getting online and bragging about the shit. But anyway, holla at your boy. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.